What's going on, my little piglets? It's your BFF Pork Chop here, and I'm coming at you with another update with Pork Chop. So I hope you guys stayed warm today. I think the hottest, quote unquote, it got today was like 27, 28 degrees. So I woke up this morning, it was 24, and it said it felt like 14. So hope it's warm wherever you are, or if it's cold, I hope you guys stay warm throughout the day. I mean, I was totally fine. I wore shorts and a t-shirt, and it wasn't that big of a deal. Like this morning, I woke up and my wife said, hey, can you go start my car for me so it'll warm up by the time we go to work? And I went out there and just my shorts, no shirt or anything, and just went there and started the car and came back in. And she just looked at me and said, did you just go out there without your shirt? I said, do you know me at all? Oh man, so it was just like, it's been crazy today. I tried to post a video on Monday, but by the end of the recording, I said to myself, I'm gonna try this new thing where when I talk about the channel, if I talk about the same thing for the 100th time, I'm not gonna post it. If all I can talk about is Saw for the 100th time, or the Huskies for the 100th time, or the Aggies or whatever, I'm not gonna post it, and I'll actually post like a channel update when there's like concrete, some meat on the bone, if you will. And I was like, there is no meat on this bone. This bitch empty, yeet. And so I just recorded it and didn't post it. So that's why there wasn't a video on Monday. So with the channel updates, I think I'm just gonna start posting when I have something like groundbreaking, something good to talk about. Because at the time, I had no polls going on. I had no like legit content coming out besides the Huskies and the Pick'em. So I was like, I got really nothing else to talk about. And it was short. It was only like 7-8 minutes. So, but since Fridays I talk about more personal stuff, I'll sprinkle in some channel talk on this one. That being said, I do now have a poll going on that will go until December 1st. And that poll is which path should we choose for Saw 2 Flesh and Blood? The two paths are flesh, and you guessed it, blood. So Flesh and Blood, and those are, sorry, I just saw snowflakes. It's like, can this day get any better? The warm front would be nice, but we're not supposed to get up until the 60s and 70s until next weekend. So yay. So Thanksgiving is going to be litty titty next weekend. But anywho, so Flesh and Blood are the two. I do have that poll going on until December 1st at 11:59 p.m. So if you guys want to go vote on that, you guys can. Last time I checked, it was split 50-50. If you want to be the tiebreaker, go for it. And I post it without context so that you guys can just pick one, whatever your heart tells you to pick. And then later on I tell you if you guys pick the right one or the wrong one, because there are the two endings, like I said, and what happens with that is it reflects, obviously, a decision that you make in the game reflects how the ending goes. And so if that interests you, go vote on that. You have until the 1st. Anyway, this week has been kind of nuck and futz. Not really, actually. I've been getting off work consistently about 3:30, 4, and I got off at 4 o'clock today. And it was another kind of like lackluster day. There was a couple of them that were interesting days, but for the most part, it's just like, just run-of-the-mill work day. Funny thing did happen to me when I was getting lunch the other day, though, is I stopped at the Burger King closest to the shop to get a Burger King. I got the Bacon King. That's what I got. I got the Bacon King, and I went and got my wife something, and I got my father-in-law something. And so as I'm at the drive-thru, I'm in the work van, and the lady asks me, the manager that runs the place, she asks me, so you bringing good flowers today? And I knew she was talking about her, but I'd said it in general. I'm like, yeah, they've all been good flowers. They've all been happy flowers, except for a couple of funerals here and there. And she's like, okay. And it's just this sassy black woman. I've known her for years. Well, I've not known her, but she's worked there for years. And I've gone to that Burger King a handful of times, so she's usually there. And so she hands me the drinks, and then she hands me the food. And I said, thank you so much. And she looked at me and she said, did you ask for hot sauce? I said, no, I didn't ask for hot sauce. I said, thank you so much. And she said, oh, well, have a good day. And just closed the window. And I was like, how the fuck do you get hot sauce from thank you so much? I don't know. But I just thought that was weird. I was like, hot sauce? I didn't even know Burger King had hot sauce. Kind of want to try it, though, on that Bacon King, though. If you got it, though, that'd be great. Also, another funny thing. It wasn't really funny. It was really kind of disturbing, actually. Is I had a weird dream that I think could potentially be made, and am hoping to do so for another spooky story like I did with my pizza delivery story. This is a dream that I had that felt so real. It felt so plausible that it could actually happen. It just freaked me out. It was a spooky dream about a job interview that I went to, and I'm not going to give you guys the details, but it's I went to this job interview, and it wasn't what it seems. The premise of it was I get a call from my older sister, and she said, hey, just let you know that I filled out an application on your behalf. This job is great. It pays an X amount of dollars per hour, and it has benefits, and I think benefits will be great for you and Jocelyn. And I was like, okay. So she's like, just humor me, go to the job interview. If you don't like it, obviously you don't have to take it, but just humor me. I was like, okay, thanks for having my best interest in mind, I guess, but I'll go. So I went, and then it just got weirder and weirder and weirder, and it got to the point where it was terrifying. It was scary. So that is definitely a spooky story that I could tell for you guys. I do know that a couple people said that they wanted me to do some other like personal stories. I do have a handful of them, of just eerie things, spooky things, terrifying things that happened to me as a delivery driver, and as just a person working in general, that I think I've already shared with y'all a couple of times, because I used to do these vlogs driving home. Well, I still do it from work, but I used to do these vlogs driving home from my night job as a pizza delivery driver. And a lot of people liked it a lot. I did like the darkness. I did like the eeriness of it, especially when I had a spooky story to tell. But in general, I have some good memories about doing that. It was during peak COVID when I did those videos, so I had COVID to talk about a few times. But regardless, I enjoy doing that, and I enjoy what I do now with you guys. Mondays from now on, if it's feasible, and Fridays, which I'm gonna try to do it every Friday. And so I just want to tell you guys stories. I want to tell you guys, life experiences that I've done in my lifetime, and they don't always have to be scary, but there's a few of them where I'm like, oh yeah, this could definitely be a good story. And that's why the novel that I've been working on for like 7 years is probably never going to see the light of day, because I can't get the motivation to finish it. But I've been working on this novel since I was in college, and something that I'd like to finish. But I've kind of focused my attention on another novel that I was very interested in. It just came to me one day, and it's kind of a story. All right, so leave in the comments. Here's your first homework question. Okay, so the first homework assignment I have for you guys, I know it's Friday. I know I usually don't do homework, but I didn't post a video on Monday. Go vote on the poll. That's your first homework agenda, epimendum, or whatever the fuck that word is. The second one is this story that I've been working on less than a year. And I have like some of the details written down and plotted out, but I haven't really started writing. I think I've written the first chapter. Anyway, it's a story about a teenage boy that lives in Ohio that is convicted of a crime, and his punishment is he has to go work in Texas on a farm, and it's pretty much like a wayward school for kids, wayward boys. It's very. I took a lot of inspiration from that plot point in Supernatural where Dean has to go to a school or a house for wayward boys, and I also obviously Holes is a big influence on it. Stanley Yelnats having to go to Camp Green Lake to dig holes, you know, he has to leave his life behind, and since he's 17, he's not quite an adult. They try him as a child, and he has to spend a year in Texas to, I guess, work off his punishment. And you know, of course, something local catches his attention, and it's something that he tries to step in and stop it from continuing. It's something that part of the story is a dream that I had a while back. And so I decided to incorporate that dream into pretty much the final third of the story. So if that's something you guys are interested in, let me know, and maybe I can start writing it within the new year and hopefully have it done by 2024. Because if I start it, I know what the story is about. I know how to end this one, unlike my horror story that I wrote. That one, I still don't have an ending, and I've been working on it for 7 fucking years. But this one, I do have a beginning, a middle, and an end. I just need to focus on writing the details now. So if that's something you guys are interested in, homework question number 2. As of right now, the story is called Otto, which is the name of the main character. His name is Otto J. Dean. Otto, because his father was a big sports fanatic and a big comic book nerd. So he named him Otto after his 2 favorite people, which was Otto Graham, the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, and Dr. Otto Octavius from the Spider-Man comics. Jay is my father's name, so I gave him that little salute to my dad, a little nod, a little tip of the cap to my dad. And then Dean, because like I said, I took inspiration from that Supernatural plot point where Dean goes to the Wayward camp. So Dean is his last name. So Otto J. Dean. So the story so far, the working title is Otto. So if you guys are interested in that, O-T-T-O. The keyword today is Otto, O-T-T-O. So write down that keyword, and I'd greatly appreciate it. So there you go. That's all I really have for you guys today. Just wanted to talk about that. Wanted to talk a little bit about the channel. Wanted to talk about the book that I've been trying to write. Now that I have a little bit more spare time, not a lot of spare, but a little bit more spare time, I can hopefully get that book written and knocked out for you guys. Like I said, I have about a chapter written, and that's it. So there you go. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope that you guys will just kick its ass, take its name, whether you're marrying it or making it your little bitch, whatever you want to do. And I hope to talk to you guys next week. If I have a concrete video to post on Monday, I'll post it. If I don't, I don't. And you guys will see me for the Toronto Tuesday. If not, the Pick'em. All right, guys, thank y'all so much once again for dropping by. I greatly appreciate y'all. Have a good weekend. And always remember, my little piglets, Colin Pork Chop, Love y'all the most. So y'all take it easy, guys, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys. Keyword auto and those 2 homework questions. Do it. Do it.